Welcome to the Soya Investing Channel. My name is Colin, your retired average investor searching for above average returns. Today's topic is about Warren Buffett's purchase of Allegheny. They bought Allegheny for $11.6 billion. So let's find out what was the reason behind it, why he wanted to buy this. Okay. Allegheny is an insurance reassurance business, and number one of his tenets is you have to understand what the business is about, and he definitely understands insurance, reinsurance, auto insurance. That's his bread and butter business. So for him to buy this one is definitely within his circle of competence. Okay, and then number two, does this have favorable long-term prospects? Okay, this does have favorable long-term prospects because it's not going to be displaced anytime soon within the next 10, 20 years. Insurance and reinsurance, catastrophes always need insurance. So this is something that's going to be needed for years to come. Okay. And is it run by honest and competent management? Well, the person that runs it, the steward, is run by Joe Brandon, okay, who is currently the CEO. And this guy has experience as an insurance executive and used to work at Berkshire's General Re division since 2001 and 2008. So Warren Buffett knows this guy. So for him to buy this means that he's pretty confident that this guy will do a good job. Okay, so the first three tenets, okay, one, that he understands. Number two, favorable long-term prospects. Number three, run by honest and competent management. So number four, did he buy it at an attractive price? Okay. If you look at the price of where it is, okay, he bought it around, 11.6 billion, like we said. So it's like at the high. So he's waited this long. So why did they pull the trigger now? Well, let's look at the financials. Revenue-wise, it's always been going up every year. Okay, but when you look at the bottom line, the net income, it's been a bit sporadic. It's kind of hard to predict insurance businesses because of the fact that you never know when they're going to have, losses, calamities. So the best way to look at these type of businesses is actually book value. And if you look at the 2020 Allegheny stockholder shareholder, it shows you a history of their book value over time. So from 2000 to 2020, it went to 623. Okay, in fact, in 2022, it's already 675. But just based on a 15-year span, with dividends, the compounded rate is 8%. Okay, compared to the S&P is like close to 9-10%. So it still does a pretty good rate in compounding. Okay, it's not exactly crazy, as in like it's a conservative company. Even if you read their presentation right off the bat, whatever opportunities, challenge, or risks unfold, we are committed to being good stewards of our stockholders' hard-earned savings, right? And their philosophy is conservatism. They dominates their management philosophy. So they're not interested in going onto fads or anything like that. Stable, their mantra is basically, there's nothing wrong with getting rich slowly. And this mantra is actually even on when I looked at the 2002 letter. They say the same thing. Conservatism dominates Allegheny's management philosophy. And in fact, you can actually, if you look at, as a side note here, they bought Burlington Santa Fe. They were holding this stock in 2002. So the mindset is very much aligned, just like Warren Buffett, how they use that flow to buy good companies, right? And they also have the Allegheny Capital Division, which is how they allocate their capital to non-insurance businesses. And if you look at their track record, it's actually pretty good. Every year it's profitable, and the revenue is increasing, and the return on equity is getting better. Okay. Also, if you look at where Warren Buffett bought the stock, the free cash flow is actually really low. As of 2021, it was like 1.8. So $11.6 billion purchase of 1.8 is like 6 times free cash flow. And if you just calculate just on earnings by itself, it did 12 billion in sales and 1.1 billion in net income. So if you're talking about the initial earnings yield, if you take 1.1 billion divided by 11.6, you're getting over 9% initial earnings yield right off the bat. So it's definitely betting keeping the money in cash. And this is just building his, incredible insurance business that he has. So that's my take on why Warren Buffett bought Allegheny. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your time.